Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well and your preparations are also going on a smooth pace. I'm excited to deal with one of the most interesting topic and most frequent asked in ntaugcnet English, and the topic is university wits. University wits, very important. This topic is very important for each and every exam associated with English literature, whether it's the exam of ntaugcnet or the exam of some state or the exam of this PGT, TGT, and more particularly the forthcoming exam of Master Cadre in Punjab. All right. So let me briefly introduce you people with university wits. Basically, or I can say originally it was a group of scholars come men of letters. All right, it was a group of scholars or men of letters, and what is the question which is being asked by ntaugcnet is to which century the university wits belong. They belong to 16th century. I mean, they started writing at the closing years of 16th century. Okay. Now, from the introductory part, there might be the question that what you say to university wits, whether they are pre-Shakespearean or post-Shakespearean. So, university wits were a group of scholars and they are popularly called as pre-Shakespeareans. What I mean by pre-Shakespearean is that university wits as a group of scholars, it was prevailing prior to the age of Shakespeare. That means somewhere university wits has contributed immensely for the establishment, or they paved the way for William Shakespeare. Pre-Shakespearean, they were already there. They made the path of Shakespeare very easy. All right. The next fact associated with university wits is that they all were associated with theater and drama. All right. They were associated with theater and drama. They were very much interested in the plays which were being, staged or adapted to perform on the stages. They were interested in that, and they were more particularly associated with drama. And as you know, Shakespeare is called as the, I can say, the father of the ancient drama, though this is not mentioned in any book, but by keeping the contribution of Shakespeare into consideration, we sometimes called him as a father of ancient drama. And who is the father of modern drama? It is Henrik Ibsen. Henrik Ibsen is the father of modern drama. You have to keep it in consideration. So let me come to the point. University wits were associated with theater and the drama. All right. Now, we have to keep one more fact which is very important and associated with university wits is that why they were called university wits, because either they were educated from Oxford or from Cambridge. They obtained their degrees from Oxford or Cambridge, and collectively they are called as Oxbridge. All right, this might be the question asked in the exam, that which among the following writer which among the following writer falls into the category of Oxbridge. All right. Now I am going to write this beautiful galaxy of writers here on the whiteboard, and you have to keep all the writers, all the names in your primary conscience without chronological order. All right. So the first is John Lilly, Second is Robert Greene. Third one is George Peele. Fourth one is Thomas Nash. Fifth one is Thomas Lodge. And sixth and most important is Christopher Marlowe. All right. So this is the beautiful galaxy of the writers who are considered as university wits. All right. So there are some facts associated with this galaxy of writers, and you have to keep those facts in the mind. Robert Greene died friendless and penniless. All right. And one most frequent asked question among the university wits is from Thomas Kidd. All right. Why I have written it in and the last of this galaxy of writers and with blue ink, because Thomas Kidd is exception among university wits. This is very frequent asked question. So if examiner will inquire that which among the following writer is exception, so it is Thomas Kidd. Why? Because he got his education from King's College London. He was educated at King's College London. Though King's College London comes under the affiliation of either Oxford or Cambridge, but he was not technically the student of the main campus, right? That's why he is called as exception among university wits sometimes. All right. Next fact, examination oriented, is that who died in a drunkard brawl among university wits? So it was Christopher Marlowe. Christopher Marlowe died in a drunkard fight. It is believed that the group of writers, or he was in the company of some friends, and they were sitting in a bar and enjoying the food and the beverages, and they fought on paying the bill. So it is considered that Christopher Marlowe died in a drunkard brawl. All right. So this is the fact associated with general facts associated with university wits. There are certain more facts associated with university wits. I'm going to make you people acquainted with those also. Robert Greene, this is most frequent asked quote, and it is enunciated by Robert Greene. He said that Shakespeare was an upstart crow flying on our feathers. All right, this is a statement made by Robert Greene. I mean, university wits made a viable and authentic path for Shakespeare. As we all know, the classicists were having form but no fire. Likewise, dramatists were having interest but no fire. What university wits have done, they combined both this form and fire. We can, in further classes, we are going to deal with the works of university wits one by one, and there we will witness that how much fire, how much ambition, how much power, how much strong characterization is being witnessed in the main characters of university wits, especially Marlowe, right? Next very important fact associated with university wits is that they made the beautiful use of blank verse. All right, and Marlowe called blank verse as mighty line. It's examination oriented point that who called blank verse as mighty line. It's Christopher Marlowe. All right, and one more slogan which is associated with Marlowe, he is associated with the slogan love for impossible. Love for impossible. All right, I will make you people understand the worth of this particular phrase while teaching the works like Dr. Faustus, the Jew of Malta, Barabbas, Edward Force, so on and so forth. All right, one more fact associated with Marlowe is from the poem Hero and Leander. Hero and Leander. Hero and Leander is basically a poem written by Marlowe, and this is unfinished poem. It's incomplete. And question was asked in the exam that who later on completed this poem. It was George Chapman. All right, George Chapman. Okay, so this was all about the university wits. I mean, the basic introduction of university wits. You have to keep the critical commentary given by different writers on Shakespeare in your mind. You have to keep in consideration the concept of mighty line, the blank verse, all right, and the names of university wits in prime consideration, and who is exception among the university wits, who died penniless and friendless, who died in a drunkard brawl, so on and so forth. You have to keep in consideration the century, and one more important thing, that who coined the term university wits. It is George Saintsbury. Very, very important. It's being asked in exam. George Saintsbury is a 19th century dramatist, and the credit of the coinage of university wits as a term goes to George Saintsbury. All right. So take care. Bye bye, and don't forget to subscribe and like the channel.